There are many incredible stories that came out of 828. One of the stories that stuck out happened during the march. Roger Chappell, he is a World War II veteran. Is it Chappell?
Chappell.
Chappell.
No, Ian.
Chappell. Traveled from Utah all the way to Birmingham because he knew he had to be there to march. He marched the entire route. And those marching around him began to spread on either side to cheer him on, and he didn't even know what they were cheering for. And I didn't know this story until last week.
Yeah.
Roger, welcome. How are you?
Welcome, Frank.
It is so. It's an honor to meet you.
It's an honor to meet you. I'll tell you, I collected a little entourage as I walked along. One had a folding chair, because I did have to sit twice, I'll admit. And so I sort of fell back. But the other one was Penny Holly. She had my left arm, keep me steady. I had my walking stick,
yeah.
And I made it.
How old of a man are you doing?
89. 89. I'll be 89 December 10th. Anyhow, they said, we'll get you a wheelchair. I said, I've come here to finish this walk. I'm determined to finish this walk. And of course, and then part of the entourage was Jennifer, and she had one of the shirts on, all lives count. So she was sort of opened the crowd up for me. She was determined I was going to go up there and be in there first, because the doors were locked. And as I went up through the crowd, I'm wondering, everybody's cheering at me. What's going on?
You didn't have any idea.
Penny Holly says, they're cheering for you. Boy, that put a quick step in me.
Yeah.
I straightened up. I said, kings don't get this kind of So it was pretty wonderful.
Why did you come?
Why did I come? I got to be very truthful. I was foreordained to come. I knew that. We bought the tickets as soon as they came on sale. I had to be there because I had told this publisher, when they said, who's going to write the foreword in your book? I says, Glenn Beck. Oh, do you know Glenn Beck? No, but I will know him. So this was done on faith, just like Brother Henderson did, everything on faith. But you got to take action. Action was walking that walk. Somehow I was going to meet you. At the church, at the stake center, please be seated till the Beck family leaves. Well, this ain't the chance. Lord, when's this chance going to come? Came with a phone call from JT.
Well, it happened because I saw the video. Somebody had posted on Facebook this video, and I was amazed at your stick-to-itiveness that you came. So what did you get out of it?
I got out of it a lot of things that I've had. See, the closeness to the black race and to all races. I think my family in Connecticut, way back, helped start the Underground Railroad and ushered a lot of blacks into Connecticut and found them jobs and all that. Matter of fact, Tracy Chappell, who is the owner of the Fulton Fish Market, which is like owning Standard Oil today, because all the oil from your lamps and everything before it was found in the ground came from Wales. So he adopted a black son, and he became part of the family. Well, we've always had that closeness. I guess I'm an abolitionist at heart, and I've always felt that, when Martin Luther King did that parade, I wanted to be there. I felt this was necessary. What he did just changed the whole nation. It changed the whole nation. It softened their hearts. But what they're doing now is taken away from what Martin Luther King did. I mean, this pigs in a blanket frying like bacon. Come on. That's hurting. They're hurting their own race. They're hurting their own people. What happened in Ferguson is terrible. It put them back so many steps. Well, Martin Luther King had already gotten all this.
Clarence, you are shaking your head about the Martin Luther King point. That.
Yes. It's ironic that he brings up Dr. King, because I am the chairman of the Martin Luther King Commission for the state of North Carolina. And one of the things that we are doing is to make people know what he stood for, that he was a peacemaker, because America will always look like the content of the character of its people. And we must be bold to keep that light shining on the hill. We don't always get it right.
But we're not saying that now.
I know. And that's why people like myself and Roger here need to tell the story of how far we have progressed from where we were. We're not perfect, but what makes America exceptional is that we keep working on it to get it right, And we do it on an objective basis.
Okay, we'll be back.
How do we know he was a true man of God? Because he was martyred. All the true men of God seem to be martyred all the way through the scriptures. And when he was martyred, I said to myself, it had to happen. It had to happen. His blood would cry from the ground, as it does with other prophets that have come to pass. But he was the man of the time. Everything's done on the Lord's timeline. You know, manuscripts have been written by the people that went in with the Spanish and the Portuguese. And they lay on the shelves of Spain and Portugal and even Amsterdam and collected dust for over 300 years. And Troy often says, the author of this, he says, why has it come forth now? Why hasn't somebody else done it? Troy, it's the Lord's timeline. Why were those manuscripts collecting dust? And not the first one was even printed until 1859.
Okay, so
29 years.
Let me ask you this. When we come back, I would like to get an answer to this. You say that it's all in the Lord's time.
Right. You are.
What's the Lord's time now? What should we see? Where are we? You guys you've seen World War II. You both have seen the Civil Rights Movement.
Right.
This is new to me. I'm the youngster on this set.
Yeah, but you're in the Lord's timeline.
So tell me what happens next in what you guys have seen. Let's go there when we come back.